Okay, so let's take some time to settle and arrive, coming into the semi-supine position with the knees bent. And the chin gently drawn in. And have a sense of the back body. Have a sense of the contact with the ground. A sense of dropping into the back body. And allowing everything to be as it is. Just taking some time to settle whilst we ride these times of change and uncertainty. And coming home to the breath and the body. To arrive. A sense of your physical body. A sense of your mat. And become conscious of the breath. The breath in all of its simplicity is an easy way to calm and focus the mind. So noticing the breath. And begin to deepen your breath. Inviting the breath down into the belly. Allowing the belly to rise and fall with the breath. And as we begin to lengthen the out-breath with that sense of release, just noticing how the navel naturally drops down towards the spine, into the back body. The belly rises as we breathe in, drops back as we breathe out. And there's that kind of natural Mula Bandha at the end of the out-breath. It's kind of pulsating. Allows us to move a little bit deeper into the body. To become more embodied. And just continuing to notice the breath in this way. Allow the shoulders to soften. Soften around the eyes and the jaw. Just be absorbed in the movement of the breath into the belly and out from the belly. As you take this time to arrive. And then beginning to start to work the physical body. Just allow the left leg to extend long onto the mat. Have the arms down beside you. So that on the in-breath we'll work at taking both arms back and raising that left leg up, pausing, and then exhale to lower the arms and the leg, and pausing the breath out here. Notice how it feels. Extend into the heel of the left foot as you lower the leg down. Let's take one more movement in this way. And then slowly change over legs. And when the inhalation arrives, again take both arms up and back, raising the right leg this time. Pause at the end of the inhale, and the pause at the end of the exhale. Noticing how it feels. Any tightness, any resistance. Just a sense of softening into it. Using the breath. And let's take one more movement in this way. And when you've completed that movement, pause in Shavasana with both legs long, arms down beside you. Shake out the legs, the arms, hands. And inhale deeply into the belly. And exhale completely. Inhaling deeply, allow the belly to rise. And exhaling completely. And then drawing the right knee in towards you, left knee in towards you, into Upanasana. Just pausing in Upanasana. Knees to chest. And as you breathe out, just encouraging the thighs a little closer towards the belly. And then we'll begin to wake up the hips by placing right hand on the right knee, left hand on the left knee, and begin to separate the knees and circle them in opposite directions. Notice how it feels. Feel that movement coming from the belly. Other direction. Keep dropping into the back body, so feel that support as you unlock the hips. And then when you've completed your next movement, place the left foot on the mat and place the right ankle on the left thigh. And just gently use the right hand to encourage the right knee away. If you're working more strong, the right heel comes in towards the groin. Create some length through that right arm. So with each out breath, extending through the right arm, opening up the right hip. And then placing that right arm on the ground, take the left hand underneath the back of the head. Allow the elbow to drop out to the side. And as you breathe in, coming across the body, bring the left elbow to the right knee and then returning back down. And you might find as you work in this way that the right hand moves a little further forward. But coming across the body, strengthening. Let's take one more round in this way. And then when you return, place both hands on the ground, bring the chin in towards the chest, and slowly allow that left foot to come up off the ground and the left knee to move towards you. And just gently root down through the hands. Keep the breath in the belly. And then in your own time, and when you're ready, drop the left foot down, give the right knee a hug, place the right foot down and windscreen the knees from side to side. And then we'll repeat that on the left side. So bring the left knee in, left ankle on the right thigh. Flex the foot to protect the knee. Use the left hand to encourage the left knee away. Just notice how it feels on that left side. Breathing out any tightness or resistance. Through the left hip. Maybe the heel comes in towards the groin. And then when you're ready, taking the right hand underneath the back of the head. And as you inhale, raise the head, chest, right elbow to left knee and return. Inhale up and over, exhale to lower. Feel the movement emanating from the belly. Let's take one more round in this way. And when you've completed, have both palms facing the ground. And maybe lifting the left foot up if that feels okay. So the left knee moves towards you. Rooting down through the hands, back of the neck is long. Breath in the belly. And when you've taken your next out breath, or when it feels right to you, place the foot down, give the knee a hug. Again, windscreen wipe the knees from side to side. And then pause in Upanasana. Maybe bring the knees together, allow the feet to be a little wide. A little wider than the hips. And just allow the belly, the lower back, the joints to soften. And then take the arms out to shoulder level for our spinal twist. Bring the feet up off the ground so that the knees come in towards you. Again, root down through the hands. Inhale into the belly. Exhale, take the knees to one side, head opposite direction. Inhale into the center. And exhale to the opposite side. Keeping the thighs quite close to the belly. Again, drop into the back body. And let's take one more round in this way. And then when you've completed that round, dropping the feet down and returning to our standard Jatara Parivriti. Thinking about the pauses between the breaths, so really feeling it, no rushing, no striving. Lengthening the out breath, so allowing the knees to drop a little bit closer towards the ground. Let's take one more round in this way. And then returning back to your semi-supine position. The arms down beside you. Preparing for your bridge. Ankles underneath the knees. And when the in-breath arrives, slowly come up into your bridge. Notice how it feels. Front of the body, back of the body. Inhaling to come up and exhaling to return the spine down. And again, have that sense that with each out breath, there's a sense of release. Feel the contact between the feet and the earth. And let's take one more round in this way. And then we'll come up and hold that bridge. So the next time that you come up, adopting an arm position that feels right for you, either taking the arms back overhead, or taking the arms underneath the body, rolling the upper arms inwards, clasping the fingers together. But either way, looking to lift and open the chest. Keep the connection with the breath. And when you come down, returning the spine down, bringing the knees in towards you into Uttanasana. And circling the ankles, in one direction, then the opposite direction, spreading the toes. And then planting the feet down and returning back to your natural breath. As if you're filling the mind with the breath. And the breath is soft and steady. And then we're going to roll up into our easy boat, or you might choose to roll over onto your side. And in the easy boat, we find those sitting bones, the bony part of the back, and we root down through them. And the feet come up off the ground and the arms are extended forward, not too high. Working into the fingers. Palms can be down or they can be facing in towards the body. And the back of the neck is long and the breath anchors you into the belly and the gaze is soft. Feel strong. For those working more strong, you can extend the legs long. And there's just a gradual build on this. Just looking to add a few more breaths each time that you return to your boat posture. And then coming into a cross-legged position. Sitting comfortably so that the spine can be upright. And just taking the right hand and massaging the left shoulder. Rooting out any knots, any tightness. Side of the neck. Using the pads of the fingers and the thumb. Hey, keep breathing out. And then the other side, opposite hand to opposite shoulder. And again, massaging out any areas that feel tight or restrictive. Breathing out that tightness, that build up. And then after your next out breath, placing both hands on the knees, right hand, right knee, left hand, left knee. We'll work on the side of the body, so bringing the left hand down onto the ground and allowing the right arm to come up and over the head, opening up the right side, working into the fingers, using the out breath to move a little bit deeper into this side bend. Maybe looking up into the crease of the elbow if the neck allows. Root down through the right sitting bone. Right knee drops down to create a little bit more length through the side of the body. Let's take one more breath in this way. And then the other side, bring the right hand down. Inhale, left arm up, over the left ear, working into the fingers. Left knee drops down, left sitting bone rooted down. Feeling that space between the ribs, the intercostal muscles. And then coming back into your cross-legged position again. Place one hand on one knee, one hand on the other knee. Nice upright spine. And we'll work with Kapalabhati to continue the work that we've created in the yoga classes and sessions. So working in a way that feels right for you, this is something that we build on. We breathe in through the nostrils, slightly stronger out breath. Into the belly and out from the belly. Maybe 2 rounds of 30. But after your first round, whatever count you choose, being mindful to take a deep in-breath and locking that breath in. Chin to chest, chest to chin, Jalandhara Bandha. Maybe Mula Bandha too if you're working more strong. So energizing the body with Kapalabhati allows us to move any sluggish energy from the belly, to breathe it out. Really waking up the body. And when you've completed your 2 rounds of 30 or your chosen amount of breaths, you can always pause this practice and take it further if it feels right. But just sitting quietly and noticing how you feel. Just taking your time before you open your eyes. Sometimes referred to as the shining skull breath. And then coming on to all fours. To your tabletop posture. And when you're ready, working with your cat, Majjarayasana, inhale, dropping the belly down and crown of the head moves back, opening the throat. The exhalation where the chin comes in towards the chest and the navel comes up towards the spine. And again, maybe a Mula Bandha, that sense of coming home to the body, feeling, noticing, beginning to wake up the spine, beginning to create that sense of flexibility in the spine. Let's take one more breath in this way. And then we'll open up the side of the body by slowly extending the right leg back and bringing the right hip on top of the left hip so the right foot goes back in line with the left foot. Root down through that right foot. And then from the belly, raise the right arm up. So rooting down through the left hand, right leg back, right arm up. Gazing to turn up at the right hand. Allow the belly to come through. Allow the collarbones to be nice and wide. Breathing into the belly, breathing out from the belly. And then when you return onto all fours, just taking a cat movement. Weight equally through the hands. And then in your own time, the other side, root down through the right hand, take the left leg back, stack the left hip on top of the right hip, ground through the left foot, and then begin to allow that left arm to raise up and maybe turning the head. So rooting down through the right hand, right knee, right toes can be tucked under if that feels more stable. Lift and open through the side body. Maybe the head turns to gaze up at the hand, or maybe it just stays looking directly ahead. Listen to what feels right. And then when you're ready, returning that top arm down and gently transition into downward dog very slowly, tucking the toes under, lifting the knees up, exhaling out into your downward dog, lengthen through the neck, roll the upper arms outwards to drop the shoulder blades down the back body. Hey, breathing out in your downward dog. And then when you come down, we're coming into a twist, so send the knees nice and wide. Take the right arm underneath the body with the palm facing uppermost, and the right arm is in contact with the ground. Palm facing uppermost, right ear drops down, and the fingers of the left hand creep beyond the head, so the left elbow comes up. And as you breathe out, drawing the shoulder blades in towards the spine. And then in your own time, slowly come back into the center. Change over sides, take the left arm under, left ear comes down. Fingers of the right hand move around to the crown of the head in contact with the ground. The right elbow comes up. Hey, notice how the shoulder blades respond and feel. And then when you return, again transition back into your downward dog. Tuck the toes, slowly allow the knees to come up from the ground. And then when you drop the knees down, come into long arm child pose. And just gaze towards the hands and come up onto the fingers of the hands, sometimes referred to as tulip hands. So the palms move uppermost, fingers in contact with the ground. Just gaze towards the hands to get that lovely sense of length through the back body. And then begin to move into a squat. So walk the hands back towards you. Just gently come into a squat in whatever way that feels right for you today. Just listening to the body. And maybe coming up onto the toes. Keep rooting through the balls of the feet and the fingers, or maybe the hands are by the heart in Namaste Mudra. Palms together. Just having that sense of easing, releasing through the back body. especially the lower back in the squat. And then when you come up to stand in Tadasana. And again, just dropping down into the feet, the heels of the feet, the balls of the feet. Notice the toes lengthen up through the spine. And then separating the feet just a little bit more than hip distance. And raise the arms up, hold one wrist with the opposite hand and just begin to gently open out the side of the body of the arm, the wrist that you're holding, drawing it across the body. And then the other side, gently drawing the arm up and over. Rooting down through the feet, so from the ground upwards. And then, after your next exhalation, come to the front of your mats, bring your hands together in front of the heart. Gently drop the head towards the hands. For our standing vinyasa, inhaling. Raising the arms up as you gaze up to the hands. Pause here. Exhale, forward bend all the way down. Inhale halfway, flat back, collarbones forward. Out breath through the mouth. Hey. Whoo. Inhale, arms bring you up all the way up. Gaze up to the hands. And exhale. Hands back to the heart. And just continue to work in this way, staying with the breath from the ground upwards, noticing how it feels, beginning to send energy around the body, beginning to unlock and open up the body. Noticing the pauses between the breaths, feeling it. There's nowhere to get to. It's just a sense of coming home to the body. Keep the toes relaxed. And let's take one more round in this way. And when you've completed your round, return back to Tadasana and bring the hands to the heart. Gently drop the head towards the hands. And then we'll move into a lunge, starting with the left leg. So we inhale, raise the arms up, pause, forward bend, halfway, Uttanasana, forward bend. Slowly extend the left leg back, find the ground, looking forward. Collarbones nice and wide, soft forward gaze. And when you're ready, bringing that back leg to meet the front foot into Uttanasana. Inhale, the arms come up, gaze up to the hands. Exhale, hands back to the heart. One hand represents the head, one hand represents the heart. The hand and the heart working together. And then the right side. Just in your own time. Noticing how it feels. Notice where you're tightening. Allow the movement to be very fluid. Noticing how the body responds to the breath. And when it feels okay to do so, bringing the back foot forward into Uttanasana. And then back to Tadasana. Just pausing in Tadasana. And then coming long ways on your mat. Preparation for Trikonasana. And your stance roughly should be your feet in line with the elbows. Just as a rough guidance. Turn the right foot out 90 degrees. Turn the left heel in 45 degrees. Just gently inhale, allow the arms to float up in line with the shoulders. And as you extend over, take the right hand down onto the right leg. Maybe the left hand stays on the hip as you begin to allow the front of the body to move forward. So just taking some time to arrive. Maybe that left arm floats up. Maybe the gaze stays forward. Maybe turning the head to look up towards the top hand. But the breath moving into the belly and out from the belly. Don't lose the breath. Feel the spine lengthen and extend. And with each out breath, maybe there's a sense of the spine becoming a little bit more horizontal. But again, there's no striving or pushing. And then when you breathe in, deep inhale, coming back up to the center from the ground. Turning the feet forward, releasing the arms back down beside you. And then in your own time and when you're ready, to the left side, turn the left foot out 90 degrees. Turn the right heel in towards you. In your own time, maybe the right hand stays on the right hip as you encourage the right shoulder back. Heart centers open. Notice any tendency to tighten the toes. Keep the feet relaxed. Feel strong through the legs. So from the hips downwards, there's strength in the legs, and from the hips upwards, there's a sense of lightness, sense of fluidity. Sense of softening. Let's take one more breath here. And as you inhale and come back up into the center, turn the feet forward and move into your wide angled forward bend. Hey, knees can be soft if they need to be. Allow the weight of the head to lengthen through the spine. Root down through the heels. And gently soften one knee and take the hands towards that foot of the knee that's bent. And then center. And soften the opposite knee and take the hands towards the foot of the bent knee. And just moving in this way. And for those working more strong, you can encourage the bending of that knee a little bit more generously. Maybe the buttock comes towards the heel of the bent knee. Very much depends on the knees and the hips here. But just gliding from one side to the other. And then when you return back into the center, pause in the center. Take the weight equally through both feet. And then turn towards the front of your mat into Parsvottanasana, flank stretch. Have the hands either side of the front foot. Soften and extend through that front leg. Belly comes towards the thigh. Let go of the head. And then when you're ready, root down through the hands and move into your downward dog. And just hang out in your downward dog. Hey, breathing out through the mouth. And then soften both knees, ease out through the lower back. And then coming into plank. Draw the lower ribs in and up, the heels moving towards the wall behind you. The back of the neck is long, the gaze is down, the arms are strong. And then soften the elbows and begin to lower the body down towards the ground very slowly. Come onto your fronts and turn the head to one side. The breath returns to the belly. The shoulders are soft, open. Be mindful of the neck here. And the invitation here is to come into Shalabhasana, locust posture. But if you're working less strong, you can come with the chin onto the mat, have the arms down beside you, and just simply keeping the arms down beside you. Again, be mindful of the neck. Just slowly raise one leg as you breathe in and lower that leg down. And the other side. Inhale to raise, exhale to lower. Just notice how that feels. And when you've completed that, turning the head in the opposite direction. Breath returns back into the belly. Big toes come towards each other. Heels flop out to the sides. And for some of us, maybe that feels enough for our practice today. But if you're working more strong, into Shalabhasana, so the arms down beside you, the forehead on the mat, so the back of the neck is long. And as you inhale into the belly, the head, the chest, the arms and the legs float up. And exhale to lower. It's as if, as the belly inflates, that the back of the body just simply floats up. as if it's very light. And let's take one more round in this way. And when you come back down to your mat, again turn the head to one side. Just pause here. Notice how it feels. Stay with the breath. And then come into child pose to complete the physical part of the practice. Have the arms down beside you, forehead on the mat. Belly comes towards the thighs, rounding the back body. If the head doesn't come all the way down, place something underneath the head. Allow the arms to hang out from the shoulder girdle. Beginning to move into a quieter phase now. But as you breathe in, allow the back body to inflate as if it was made of the material of a parachute. With each in-breath, extending and opening the back body. With each out-breath, dropping into the front of the body with a sense of heaviness of the front body. And the head a little lower than the heart, so this is a gentle inversion, calming the mind, soothing for the nervous system, child pose. Gently easing the digestive tract. Breath returns to the belly. And then slowly come up to sit. Prepare for your pranayama practice. Have everything that you need for your relaxation. Everything that you need for your comfort and warmth. Breathe in and out through both nostrils. And then working with Nadi Shodhana, close the right nostril and inhale through a count of 5 up through the left nostril to the brow center. Inhale 5 and exhale for a count of 5. And the count is slow and steady. And the breath is slow and steady. And maybe Ujjayi control at the throat. Beginning to create a sense of balance. Right side, left side of the brain. The breath in the belly. Spine nice and upright. Filling as you breathe in and emptying out as you breathe out. And after your next exhalation out through the left nostril, release your count, continue with your breath. And include the mantra, so, hum. So as you breathe in, and hum as you breathe out. And a mantra literally translated means protector of the mind. And each mantra carries with it its own vibration. So hum, sometimes translated as I am. So on the in-breath, and hum on the out-breath. Bringing the vibration of this mantra into your body, into your mind. And when you next take the breath out through the left nostril, release your hands back down into your lap to a place that feels comfortable. And just pause in your seated position. Be absorbed with your breath. The mantra can remain, or you can choose to release it. But know that it's always there for you if the mind gets busy, overwhelmed. And in your own time, come to lie down into Shavasana. Make sure that you're comfortable. Make sure that you're warm. Everything that you might need to feel nourished, calm. I'm just taking some time to relax effortlessly. Again, that sense of dropping into the back of the body, feeling supported. And just allowing the breath to move down into the body and out from the body. And with each out breath, a sense of release. And as you breathe out, releasing around the eyes, and allowing the eyes to just drop back into the skull, being safe and comfortable. As you breathe out, relaxing the sides of the mouth, hinges of the jaw. Allowing the face to soften. As you breathe out, relaxing the shoulders and the arms. The hands, the fingers and the thumbs. Maybe just noticing how the fingers quite naturally begin to curl in towards the palms. A sense of softening. Allowing for a sense of deep relaxation. As you breathe out, feel the softness of the belly, the hips, the buttocks, and allowing each out breath to take you a little bit deeper, a little bit further into relaxation. letting go of the thighs, around the knees. Relaxing the calves and the shins, ankles, and the toes in turn. So the whole of the body now, physically and mentally relaxed. And finishing with a few kind words. May I know patience. May I be calm. May I trust in the process of life. May I be happy. And may all beings be happy.